Hey Pisces, welcome to your first half of August reading. Woohoo! I'm back. Okay, I'm bringing you a general reading for the collective of Pisces Sun and Rising. May not resonate with everyone, that's okay. If it doesn't, feel free to watch the reading that aligns with your rising sign if you're here as the sun sign, or vice versa. You can also be a cross watcher and watch the sun or rising readings for your divine counterpart. So those are my tips. Anyway, this one, I always say it's not really time or day specific, but we did just come through the full moon in Aquarius, powerful full moon, and we are in the run up to Lion's Gate. So Lion's Gate portal, it's an ascension portal. It's an awakening for some, ascension for others. There's a lot of energy around it. So I just wanted to make you aware that that can often influence the reading. We are in Leo season, so a lot of this energy is all swirling around. It can have us exhausted, distracted, sometimes sad. I mean, there's a lot going on, even without all the cosmic energy, right? So just wanted to make you aware. I am pulling here one card for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine. Feel free to flip the energies around if you need to. The storyline's what's most important. We have to start letting go of the labels. I just have to set an intention and lay the reading out the way that speaks to me, and that the energy, there's an anticipation of what each position is. So that's why I do it this way, for those who are curious. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll consider joining us and subscribing. And those who have returned, Pisces, it's a love fest. I love you. Speaking of which, if you go into the description box below the video, there's a link to the Priestess Lounge. That's the private Facebook group attached to this channel only. If you click that link, you get direct access. There are two questions you have to answer. There's one that's a question and one that's agreeing to the policies of the group. If you just check the boxes, you get automatic access. We have a very large Pisces contingent over there. That's my shout out. And we'd love to have more of you. So please feel free to join us there. All right. Announcements over. Okay. Masculine gets card 44, Thinker. And I just saw 4:44 on my clock before I started this. So Thinker, yes, going within, giving something a lot of thought, deep contemplation. I feel 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords. I even feel the Hermit here. Very reflective Zen kind of energy, something where you need to get clarity on an issue before taking any action. We are in Leo season. Leo season is all about action. So I feel like the masculine's being called into some thought processes. Feminine, though, fully in their yang energy. Go get them. Card number 1, Yang. This is the perfect time to take action. I love that. One of you is very zen and the other one is like, wait a minute. No time out. It's okay. It's okay. The Pisces readings, it seems that the masculine energy is giving a lot of thought. The readings have been quite powerful, so let's see what the Soul Coaching Oracle has to say. This is just a good card for you to meditate on. I like it. Between readings, purification. My energy field is being cleansed of all that I do not need. Exactly. The full moon and the Lion's Gate. These are very cleansing times, releasing times. Purification is good. I like it. Your energy field is being cleansed. I like it. You can give that a little bit of thought. I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot for you today. Something told me all my beautiful Pisces friends would enjoy the lovely illustrations, all the color, something to get your creative juices flowing. Okay, so let's see what's coming through for you, dear Pisces. What message messages for Pisces, Sun and Rising, and their divine counterparts. Ah, the Fool. The Fool. And it's like the leap of faith. It's the proverbial taking the leap. It is Aquarian energy. And I like that we have the masculine in thinker mode and the Fool, because there is the realm of thought. So it's almost a think before you leap is what I'm feeling here. Knight of Swords for the feminine. If you notice, it's hard for you to see, but in this deck, instead of the horse, it's a motorcycle. And the motorcycle has sort of gotten away from our friend here. And that perfectly describes what I feel the Knight of Swords is about. Because yes, it's swift moving energy. You know, it's when you've got something important to say, or a mission or a purpose, or you're taking charge and you're moving swiftly from the realm of thought. Again, we've got more thinking here, but sometimes we can get out over our skis, and that's exactly what this card makes me feel like. The motorcycle gets away from him in a way. So interesting. But there's there is a need for swiftness here. It feels like Knight of Swords is time is of the essence. No time to wait or waste. It's also a victory card. Four of Pentacles in the past. Four of Wands. Look at the fours. And the masculine got card 44. 2 4s in a row here. Four of Wands. 7 of Wands. Eight of Cups for the feminine in the past. Judgment right now. Wow. Judgment and Four of Wands. Both of you in the present energy of this connection. And going forward, Devil energy. Something may hold you back. Something may pull you down. It's like 3 bazillion degrees here in Florida. I'm sweating in the air conditioning. Masculine. Leap of faith. The Fool meets the Four of Wands. Coming into the reading, ready to leap into this life partnership with the soulmate. In the past, though, there was some reluctance, some guarded energy, and I do recall that that's been a common theme. In the future, 7 of Wands, there may be some defensiveness or some resistance towards some energy. Feminine, Knight of Swords and Judgment, swift moving, truth, action from, clear communication, honor, integrity, character, and judgment. Answering the call to connection. You can just see that, right? And receiving second chances. There's grace in this card. It's past life soulmate energy as well. 8 of Cups in the past. That's can be turning your back on something that doesn't fulfill you, walking away from something that isn't emotionally satisfying. It can be just walking away in general. In the future, we've got the Devil, Capricorn in the Devil, Scorpio in the Judgment, and the Fool, as I said, is Aquarius. So let's see where we go. Interesting cards. Show me the Fool, please. Yeah, there is a new path with the Fool as well. Once you take the leap, yeah. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. And the Empress. The feminine. So, and there's the Judgment. Wow. And the King of Cups. Oh my gosh, guys, here we go again. And the Sun and the Queen of Cups. So, for those who are new, when I pull from the bottom of the deck, it's usually things that are outside of conscious awareness of the person I'm reading for or about. In this case, that's the masculine energy. But it motivates our behavior. It's like, everything that's bubbling up under the surface. And sometimes we act on it and we don't really know why we're doing what we're doing. This is where that energy comes from. And I just want to say that I feel that this masculine is ready to take a leap of faith and return to the feminine. There's a returning, someone coming back from the past. It can be the feminine coming to the masculine or vice versa. And what I'm seeing here is I think it's the masculine returning to this feminine in some way, shape, or form, and here's why. Because what's underneath is the Judgment card. So now we have two people that are sort of on the same page, except one is less consciously aware of it. They're aware of the desire to return. What they aren't quite clear on is the why. It's second chances. It could be forgiveness for some of you, second chances for others, answering the call of the connection of the past life soulmate. Just perfect. And because I see the Four of Wands, which is the 1111 card, which is twin flame soulmate energy, I'm getting a strong hit on that. And then we've got the King of Cups, the Sun, and the Queen of Cups. There's a lot of love here. And in many of the past readings, I have felt two water signs. Yeah, I still feel it. It's still coming through very strong. It doesn't matter if it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but I'm feeling the water energy as more astrological. Doesn't have to be, but King and Queen of Cups, high vibration love, lots of unconditional love. There's something very pure of heart about this connection. There's joy here when you're in each other's presence. This masculine is thinking about that. Because all this is underneath, outside of conscious awareness. So it's sort of percolating. It's not conscious thought. It's in the bones. You know, it's flowing through this masculine's veins, and it's just so freaking beautiful. It gets me every time, guys. Do not make me cry again. Oh my God. Now, Four of Pentacles in the past. This is this is stuck energy. It's guarded energy. Let me just see. See all the resistance I'm getting? There's the resistance there. Wow. So 10 of Wands, this is the end of a burdensome chapter. In the past, I feel like this masculine kind of had the walls up, the guard up for self-protection. Usually, and it's hard for you to see, but in this beautiful illustration, she's clutching her purse. See that purse? She's got her purse like right here, you know? Like, you know, protecting her assets. Hey, purses ain't cheap, and they're usually more expensive than what's in them. You feel me? Anyway, I feel though that the energy of the Four of Pentacles is this vice grip around whatever it is in front of the heart chakra. It is a self-protection. It is a defensive position, yes, but it's more guarded and kind of hesitant. Not defensive or resistant, just hesitant. And I almost feel as if that in the past, this masculine's like, yeah, I got it. This whole thing is just too much to bear. It's too much to carry. I'm too much on my guard. Time to heal. So I kind of feel like even though they were guarded, they've released that now. That has been released at some point between, you know, over the past few months. There's healing around it. More Aquarian energy in that star. I think I said Judgment is Scorpio, Sun is Leo. We've got the two water sign, King and Queen. Empress is Libra and Taurus. Knight of Wands happens to be Sag. I'll just let you know that. But definitely some healing here. The 10 being able to lay down a heavy burden that kept them guarded and on guard for so long. Now they're stepping into they're enjoying this Four of Wands revelation. Little Page of Pentacles, fresh start here. Justice. For some of you, I've been mentioning divorce is possible for one or both parties. I'm seeing that Justice card. There's some return to balance or fairness, some measure of vindication here. But in the terms of this connection, I feel the Justice card clears the path for the Four of Wands. Clears the path for it. whatever is needed to be rectified or brought into balance. It's happening, but it's baby steps. It's baby steps. I want to say that came out last time too, but I think it came out in the extended, the baby step thing. Yes, choosing the new path. Wow. But I'm feeling a shift into conscious awareness of the connection. A desire to start small, to start fresh. This is a message. It's something on offer. It is stable and grounded, but it's small. It's almost, that's why I'm saying just little teeny baby steps, but something that helps to restore a sense of fairness or balance, either to the masculine themselves or to the connection, and that paves the way for them to choose the path. I feel it's a new path because I get the Fool, and the Fool is a new path. So I feel there's a choosing of the new path. Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands can be resistance, can be reluctance, can be defensive posture, can be more self-protection. Wow. Well, there's the Fool. And I am going to take the Three of Pentacles. Here's what I see. I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles to clarify the Seven of Wands. There's something that's out of balance, right? If justice comes in, there's a need for balance. What's been out of balance is there's not been very much equal give and take. So on some level, I don't feel that this is resistance to reciprocity or resistance of it. I feel that on some level, there's something they feel the need to protect. I'm not getting the clearest picture on it. Hopefully it will be made more clear going forward, but there's like a pulling back, a hesitation, a reluctance. If you notice in this image, her head's turned to the side. These wands are pointing at her, and it almost feels like there's pressure. And she's got prayer position and her head turned as if to say, not right now. Like there's a reluctance. And I almost feel like there's a reluctance on some level with regard to the sense of balance or fairness in this connection coming from this masculine. Yeah, but underneath, there's the Fool and the Three of Pentacles. A willingness, a desire to take the leap and work together to take this connection to the next level, to really give it the attention in the 3D that it needs. Right now, though, in the future, I see some, just like a hesitation. Not a full-out rejection, not defensive. Yeah, maybe resistant, but it's resistance not from stubbornness, but just almost like buying time. That's what it feels like to me. Knight of Swords for this feminine. Fast-moving energy, victory. An important point to make, a truth to get to. With whom? Yup. A lot of mirrored energy here. This is definitely, being that we have Four of Wands in the present position in the connection, and Four of Wands is how this feminine is stepping forward, really wanting to move swiftly toward that energy. In all their attracting glory here, Nine of Pentacles, a little bit of Virgo energy in that. It feels very much like as if this feminine is almost saying, look, I've kept myself free. I'm free. I'm not entangled. I've got, I'm making my own way in the world. I'm taking care of my life. I'm stable. I'm grounded. I'm even abundant. So there is this fast moving energy, but it's as if to say, I'm available. Because if you remember the Nine of Pentacles, yeah, she's Got no trouble attracting everything to her that she wants, except for a stable love life. So there's that. And now we get the 3 there, manifestation underneath. So manifesting this connection, manifesting the victory. It feels almost like I'm not seeing reconciliation yet, but it kind of feels that way, like a coming back together very quickly. And it does feel like the feminine is in the driver's seat here. It does feel like even though you're in feminine energy, there's some part of your, the yang piece is usually masculine energy. So that's very interesting to me. But it suggests that it may just be part of a flexing of that muscle, a flexing of that energy system. Eight of Cups in the past. Sure. This has been a little scary. Pisces, there's some energy for you. Pisces energy in that Moon card. Possibly some triggering, again, more apprehension here. The Eight of Cups, turning the back on either drama or something that is emotionally unfulfilling, but it's like causing a lot of anxious, fearful, apprehensive energy around it. Right? Because there's a lot riding on it. It's a lot riding on it. So for many of you, I feel that when you look at this Eight of Cups, what she may be walking away from something that's unfulfilling, because notice it says Eight of Cups and there's just one cup sitting there. Kind of meaning, wait a minute, there's some emptiness here on an emotional level. And she's walking toward this bright light, the sun. We have the sun over here. So see where I'm going with this? So I almost feel as if there's been something in this feminine's life that's been unfulfilling and they're walking toward their divine counterpart. But it's very triggering. It's dredging up lots of fears, possible rejection, possible, a lack of emotional availability. If you've been in connection and separation and connection and separation, fear of that again, because it's all around this soulmate connection. And there's a Five of Wands underneath. So an awareness, this is all past energy of there being a block, something interfering with this connection. That was what was so heavy for this masculine. That's why they've been so guarded. Healing from that. Feminine hasn't had a chance yet to really heal. I feel this is just kind of has been lying underneath the surface, maybe kicking up the fear of the, that's what's causing the fear, the hesitation, the reluctance. You're both really hesitating, which is interesting. Judgment right now, though, answering, look at this gorgeous card. Just beautiful. Answering the call of the connection, receiving a second chance. Can be forgiveness. Second chance at happiness. Second chance at the happily ever after. No wonder you're you're racing to jump on that motorcycle. There's the devil. Wow. Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm going to take this Nine of Cups. For some of you, these two cards together feel like there may be some, for some of you, not all of you, there may be some addiction issue, one party or the other. Could be an addiction issue within the connection you're already in, if you're in one that you're leaving. But there's something here that feels where there's some kind of Something has a pull on this feminine. Something is not, releasing. And it can be our thoughts, and it can be our own patterns of behavior. So it doesn't have to be another person. It can be like having our heels dug in, being very stubborn, being like focused to the point of obsession, right? The devil energy, Capricorn, and its lower vibration can be, in its higher vibration, this is hardworking, focused energy, very dedicated, singularly focused. In its lower vibration can be obsessive and controlling and possessive. So there's something here that's got a grip, and it feels as if complacency, meaning that on some level, this feminine's kind of like, well, I'm not sure I can get beyond this right now. It's almost as if it's got a grip on the feminine, and the feminine doesn't want to rock the boat. Does that make sense? So I am seeing this devil energy twice here now for the feminine. Here it is going forward. Let's see what happens to that devil energy in the future. So for some of you, the judgment could be forgiveness around someone who's dealing with some addiction, right? It can just be that. For some of you, it has nothing to do with addiction whatsoever. It could just be toxic patterns, something you've allowed it to continue. Does that make sense? Whatever it is, and there's a forgiveness around it. There's second chances to overcome it, I believe, on some level, to move beyond it. And at the same time, there's a little bit of complacency under there. Okay. Message of love or apology. So you know how I said that, where was it? 5 of Wands can be conflict, something that's interfering with the flow of this connection, something that gets in the way. Could be a person, devil energy here twice. Could be a habit, could be a pattern, could be an addiction. Could be an obsession. And then going forward, I see this message of love or apology come in on top of that devil energy. So almost as if whatever it is, yep. Sometimes it can be that 5 of Wands can be a person who won't let go of the other party, which would be this over on this side. So here we go. And an energy around this Hierophant is saying, yeah, no, there's an apology for this toxicity, for whatever it is that has just had a vice grip on this connection, interfering in it. That's what the 5 of Wands is about. Message of love or apology about that. And then the Hierophant comes in as if to say, I cherish this connection. It is about commitment. It is about our belief systems. It is about conventional relationship as we know it here in 2020. So there is some measure of a shift in energy around that devil. So I'm not thinking that the devil is one or either of you. I think it's another person, third party, or I think, and that has come up between you before, or it is a pattern that's something that hasn't been dealt with fully. It gets resolved going forward, and look, took the long way, guys, to get to this peace of mind. Moving on to calmer waters, to peace of mind. Okay, beautiful Pisces. I'm going to continue this reading. I want to kind of see more about what's going on, what this devil energy might be. I'll look at the 2 of you more closely, 3 cards here with clarifiers. And then I'm going to check out what is this masculine trying to say to the feminine. Energetic messages. Feminine, what are you trying to say to this masculine? Maybe you haven't said it, but it's something that needs to be said. A message to you from your higher self, Pisces, spirit of the universe. And that likes to come through as some form of advice or wisdom, insight. Sometimes it's a warning, what you have to be on the lookout for. And then we'll see what's going to roll out as we move forward and in what time frame. If timing is a factor, it would show up in that last card. And I'll probably pull some more Oracle too. I've got a couple new decks. So I hope you'll join me there. The link to the extended is below. Otherwise, listen, have a wonderful Lionsgate experience, and I'll see you on a future reading. Link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye, Pisces.